Independent Electoral Commission has announced that the local government elections in Anambra State will be held on the 28th of December. This was disclosed in a circular signed by the chairperson of the Ansiec, Genevieve Osakwe, on Monday. The announcement was coming days after the governor of the state, Charles Soludo, inaugurated the Ansiec to conduct the polls. The inauguration of the electoral body was apparently in response to a recent Supreme Court ruling which affirmed the financial autonomy of Nigeria's 774 local governments. The Apex Court held that the local governments across the country should henceforth receive their allocations directly from the Accountant General of the Federation. And the ruling empowers the federal government to withhold allocations of local governments being administered by a caretaker committee. All right, Mr. Vincent.
Yeah.
Yes, we are now in a situation where for years, Anambra State had not held local government elections. It had been a caretaker system that had been running Anambra State. Are we going to say that at least we have seen one major policy change that the Supreme Court's verdict has affected and has been able to make the caretaker system of local government administration to change in Anambra State after a couple of almost a decade of Anambra being under caretaker government? Is the Supreme Court's ruling having its effect, or is just one state out of a lot of other states that have caretaker committees and not done anything about it?
Well, first and foremost, congratulations to the people of Anambra State. Congratulations to the Supreme Court of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Congratulations to Tinubu.
Yes.
Congratulations to, public opinionists.
Yeah.
As it were. Congratulations to the people of Anambra State because, it is better, it goes round than it is in the hands of one person.
Exactly.
Because when it goes round, it will give room for, an inclusiveness. That is the only gain that I'm seeing so far, as far what the Supreme Court decided to do is concerned. Then I say congratulations to the Supreme Court because, over the years, we keep on saying, the saying that the court or the judiciary is the hope of the common man. It has always been an academic exercise that is written all over the pages of newspaper. Then for once, we are seeing a situation where there are certain politicians in this country, right from the last administration of Muhammad Buhari, who did not want the local government, autonomy to come to stay, to see the light of the day. But today, the Supreme Court was able to stand gallantly, as it were, and deliver that judgment, in which we are now beginning to see local government election coming up, not just in Anambra State, but across the country. Then the person of Tinubu, congratulations to him also. It is better taking a step forward than just remaining stagnant. We are desiring a lot from his government, just like every other government in the past, just like every government at every level in Nigeria. Any step forward should be applauded. So that is why I can say that congratulations to, Tinubu. Now, for the election that is coming up in Anambra State, yes, it's a welcome development for the people of that state. But, while we are talking about taking a step forward, it's definitely not enough. Can this election deliver the kind of leaders at the local government level, the grassroots leadership, the kind of leaders that we desire at the local government level, at the grassroots? Can this Ansiec in Anambra State deliver that to Anambra people? That is where the big question mark lies. Are we also going to see a situation where the governor of that state, the person of Soludo, will allow that electoral body to do its job? Is he him and his men, as it were, his political family, are they going to allow the people to choose who they desire? Are we not going to see a situation where certain individuals will be sponsored, to mount the local government administration in Anambra State? If that is not done, then we can say that the Ansiec will be in a part of, putting in place the kind of local government administration that the people of that state desire. And we're also hoping that the same thing, if they are able to do a good job, the same thing will be replicated across the country, so that for once, governance at the local government level can move forward.
Okay. Being that we are getting feelers, starting from the APC national chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje, he made some comments concerning trying to reach out to the Anambra State governor. And also, Abga in Anambra State has also made comments on not wanting to take punitive measures against the governor, being that maybe there might be reasons for those punitive measures. Is he trying to move to another party? Is he involved in anti-party activities? Is it going to be to Chekuma Soludo's favor if he is able to host these local government elections and Abga gets, because we are not still sure about the electoral system in the local governments. The issue about the body that is going to hold local government elections is still with the National Assembly as at now, and nothing has been done about it. So it seems like it's Ansiec that is going to host the elections, and what comes with state bodies hosting elections is like a carry-go situation might unfold. Do we see that favoring the governor if Abga uses through that instrumentality of the local government elections to get back the taproot of the state politically, and the governor maybe later, because he wants to have a federal or a national touch to his ambition, is he going to work to his favor if these elections go on the way of Abga?
Okay, if the election goes the way of Abga, I think that would be a consolidation for the governor.
Okay.
Now, in our previous show, I said this year that, the Southeast, as it is today, from 1999, has been the most democratized, region in the country.
Yeah.
Now, you can see that all the major political parties in Nigeria are well represented across the Southeast. We have the PDP in Enugu. We have Abga in Anambra. We have APC, the APC in Imo and Ebonyi State.
Yes.
Then we have Labour Party in Abia State. That is the four major political parties across, the landscape of the Southeast. I don't think there's any other region in Nigeria where you have more than two, being represented. So now, for me, for Soludo to be, having a thought of moving to another political party simply because he wants to align at the center, it doesn't hold water for me. Is it that he wants to be president tomorrow before you say, okay, for me to aspire as the president of this country or vice president, then I have to be in a political party that has a spread across the country that will make him want to move to either APC or PDP. So to me, it's no brainer than for him to remaining in Abga. It's no brainer. That is where his political family is. He should remain there. Then talking about Ansiec conducting election and then Abga having their way, in the election, let's say emerging with the highest local government coverage, victorious in majority of the local government, it will be a good one. And then as long as it is an outcome of the will of the people, that is very, very fine and beautiful. And then the governor should see that as his primary, assignment, to see that his political party do well, that for him to be, looking across the fence, because there's one a big wing in at the federal level of the APC coming to tell him, come over. Then by the time he will be coming for his second tenure, then they will play to favor him. It can still move, like as I said, as a heavily democratized, region of the country. You know, the Anambra State, moving to the APC in Anambra State can actually lead to his political misfortune.
Okay.
You know, because if the people of Anambra State decide that another candidate, a formidable candidate, a credible candidate, a candidate that holds promises to the people of Anambra State, decide that, and is from the ABGA, and the people decide that that's the person he wants, it may be very, very difficult for him, despite his incumbency. Then Soludo tell the people of Anambra State that he has scored up to 80%. That's excellent position now. As far the promises he made to that state is concerned, as far his person, as an economist who was one time the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, can he say he has delivered up to 80% of his promises? So that should be his concern right now, and not where he's going to run next as far as the election is concerned.